Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of. Every human being who ever was lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam.
Over in China, the death toll from the virus rises while the disease continues to spread across the world.
The city is on ever greater lockdown. If the response is like this, how big must the danger be?
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
This is the worst public health crisis for a generation.
The rate of infection has been doubling every 3 to 4 days.
We have never seen a pandemic that can be controlled.
With no signs of the outbreak slowing down, China has enforced lockdowns and similar measures in 14 more provinces and cities.
60% of the world's population could become infected with the virus.
Some government leaders are sounding the alarm about how the coronavirus crisis could eventually stretch hospitals to their breaking point.
संपूर्ण लॉकडाउन होने जा रहा.
Other than having an economic impact, there is a huge social impact that will happen.
Iran is the worst hit country in the Middle East. 23 members of the nation's parliament are sick.
I want to appeal to each and every one of you. Take all necessary measures to intensify hygiene control.
But everybody has to be vigilant and has to be careful, but be calm.
We'll get through this together, Australia.
Academy Award-winning actor Tom Hanks and his wife both tested positive.
We've got some breaking news to bring you, and it's to do with the Prince of Wales. Prince Charles has tested positive.
Now, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has tested positive.
Breaking developments in the coronavirus pandemic.
Cities virtually shutting down.
Shoppers are flooding stores to buy household items.
World War II, Nora, was the last time we saw this type of mass sports cancellations.
It's almost just hard to believe.
Public health officials are asking us to isolate ourselves.
Urgent call for everyone 65 and older to self-isolate.
Our posturings, our imagined self-importance, the delusion that we have some privileged position in the universe are challenged by this point of pale light. Our planet is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark. In our obscurity, in all this vastness, there is no hint that help will come from elsewhere to save us from ourselves. The Earth is the only world known so far to harbor life. There is nowhere else, at least in the near future, to which our species could migrate. Visit, yes. Settle, not yet. Like it or not, for the moment, the Earth is where we make our stand.
From coast to coast, applause for today's heroes.
They show their thanks to the medical staff, the first responders, the grocers, and all those on the front lines, and it's a beautiful sound.
It has been said that astronomy is a humbling and character-building experience. There is perhaps no better demonstration of the folly of human conceits than this distant image of our tiny world. To me, it underscores our responsibility to deal more kindly with one another and to preserve and cherish the pale blue dot, the only home we've ever known.